Good morning, class. Today and tomorrow you will dive into the world of 3D shapes, exploring volume and surface area in an immersive and interactive.
I hope we get to use the NeuroMath caps.
You will learn how to calculate the volume of rectangular prisms with whole and fractional edge lengths, construct and manipulate 3D shapes to determine surface area, and solve real-world problems involving volume and surface area, including finding unknown dimensions.
Did she say fractions?
For our first activity, you will use the NeuroMath interface to manipulate rectangular prisms with adjustable dimensions. Open your math books to page 125 to see the dimensions I want you to work with today.
Nate, why don't you bring up our first rectangular prism? The dimensions are 12 by 8 by 4.
Got it. This is so cool. I can just imagine turning it and it turns.
It says the volume is 384. Do you think they multiplied all the numbers?
Let me make it smaller to see if we can test your theory, James. Yep. 3 by 2 by 4 is 24 just like it says.
How's it going over here? What have you discovered so far?
We figured out that the volume is just all the numbers multiplied together.
Very good. I think you are ready for activity 2. You are going to build nets of 3D shapes.
Oh, what's a net? It's like a box that has been unfolded and is laying flat.
So like this?
Yes. That's the net of a square pyramid. So we use this to find the surface area?
Yes. I think so. Our math book says surface area is the sum of all the different areas.
Sounds like we find the area of the square and the triangles and add them all up. The square is easy. That's length times width, so 3½ times 3½.
And the triangle is half base times height, so half times 3½ times 4. And then we add those two answers together.
Don't forget you have more than one triangle.
There are 4 triangles. Let's multiply the area of 1 by 4. Then we can add it to the square.
Oh yeah. Thank goodness the NeuroMath interface gives us hints when we need them.
Just checking in. I noticed the NeuroMath interface gave you a hint. Did that clear up your confusion?
Yes, ma'am. We almost forgot that we needed to add the triangle 4 times since there are 4 of them.
Oh yes. That is a common mistake. I'm glad the NeuroMath interface was able to help you. Go and wrap up activity 2. I'm going to have the class share what we've learned so far. We will finish the lesson tomorrow. Good morning, class. Today we are going to finish our work with 3D shapes and the NeuroMath interface. Today you will be working individually.
We get to do the real-world stuff today. That's always my favorite.
As you know, today will be your real-world task. Who is ready for today's challenge?
What's the challenge, Mrs. Weaver?
I love your enthusiasm, Kayla. Today we are going to be designing a shipping box. As we get closer to the holidays, lots of people are sending packages in the mail. Today you will design a package to fit a gift of a certain size.
Oh, this is going to be awesome. Can we get started, Mrs. Weaver?
Slow down, Nate. Don't you want to know what gift you are designing a package for? Your shipping packing must have a volume of 20 cubic units. The surface area must not exceed 60 square units. Go ahead and put on your NeuroMath interface caps and begin your challenge.
I want to imagine myself working in a post office so I can really get into this challenge. Oh wow. This is perfect. In all my excitement, I forgot the requirements for my shipping box.
Your shipping box must have a volume of 20 cubic units and a surface area that is not greater than 60 square units.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I need 3 numbers that equal 20 when they are multiplied together. What about 2, and 4?
Congratulations! You solved that quickly. Can you think of another set of measurements that would work? Perhaps where at least 1 is a fraction.
Your report looks great, James. I think you might be ready to tackle the interactive quiz. You will receive a series of adaptive questions. Just do your best.
I see you are feeling confident, James. That's great. Let's start your quiz. Here is your first question. Calculate the volume of a rectangular prism that measures 7 by 9 by 5.
That's easy. 315 cubic units.
Excellent. Let's make it a bit more challenging. A rectangular prism has a volume of 1,404. The width is 9 inches. The length is 12 inches. What is the height?
That is tricky. I think I should start by multiplying the width and the length. That will give me 108. Am I on the right track?
Yes, you are on the right track. What do you think the next step is?
Well, I know if I multiplied 108 by the height, it would give me he volume. That means 108 times something is 1404. I can work backward and divide.
I am proud of your hard work these past 2 days, class. You did an excellent job working in the NeuroMath interface. I loved hearing your conversations with one another.